Well, good evening, gentlemen. I'm recording this session. I recorded put on the YouTube. Anybody have any problem, please do let me know right now. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. The exercise which we're going to do is called Ppdt. I'm going to show you one picture, a hazy picture for 30 seconds. You have to observe the picture very carefully. After that, you'll get 1 minute to write the details. In details, you have to write the number of characters you've seen, what is their age, mood, and gender. Age, whatever you're perceiving, mood could be negative, positive, and neutral. Negative, you mark with the minus, positive with the plus, and neutral with the O. If you see a male, mark it as a M. If you see a female, mark it as a F. If you're not able to recognize gender, you can mark it as a P. Then we get 3 minutes to write in the story. So total gets 4 minutes 30 seconds to wind up your story. So what you write in the story is what has happened in the past, what is going on in the picture, and what would be the likely outcome of that particular picture. And once I ask you, please put your pen down, means you have to put your pen down. You're not supposed to write anything after that. I hope I'm clear, right? Now get ready with pen paper, make a proper box, left corner. Okay, gentlemen, please put your pen down, stop writing. Quick, 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 quick. Now keep the story behind your back. Everyone, keep it behind your back, not side here and there. Rohit, come on. Rohit, close it. ये 4 बार बोलना पड़ता है एक चीज को क्या? पुशअप लगाने का मन कर रहा है तुम्हें? एक गलती करेगा सबको लगवा दूंगा. Okay, so now the next part is the narration part. Now one by one, each and every individual have to narrate their story, and once the last person done with the story, you have to start your discussion. During the course of discussion, you have to come with a common group story and you have to select up one leader who is going to give the group story to the assessors. Okay, number 1 is Ronit, number 2 Harinath, number 3 Rohit, number 4 Deepak, number 5 Ashutosh, number 6 Anirudh, number 7 Duraimaran, number 8 Praveen, number 9 Viral, number 10 Vikas, number 11 Sarthak, number 12 Mudit, number 13 is Arun M. And once the Arun done with the story, you all have to start discussion. Arun, there is a notebook behind, right? Okay, start. Go for it.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceived 3 characters in my picture. All were male, ranging from age 20 to 25, and the other character was of age 35. As my story goes, Raghav, along with his friend Rishi, was on the bank of Kannan River, where they were trying to cross the river to reach the city. While they were on this river bank, they saw that the footbridge was broken and there was no possible way to cross the river. As his Rishi disheartened and was turning back to head back to home, Raghav saw that there was a fisher nearby. Raghav ran to the fisherman and he asked him to help them to cross the river. The fisherman first declined, then Raghav started speaking his local language and convinced him to help them. The fisherman agreed and he helped them to cross the river. Thank you.
Gentlemen, my action is overcoming. I have perceived from the given picture is there are 3 male characters, all positive or mood. Two male characters' age is between 20 to 18 to 20, and one male character is 40. Age is 40, and my action is overcoming superstitions for dreams and aspirations. Rohit is an 18 years old boy. He was living at a remote village, and he was said that he has a home with river Godavari. So he was asked to not to cross it, and he was he was very inspired from studies, interested in studies. He he did well in studies, and he got a seat in a college in at Rajahmundry town, and he decided to cross the river, and he crossed the river, and he studied well. Thank you.
So from the picture shown to us, I have perceived total 3 characters. 2 were the inspectors and 1 was the fisherman. So the 2 of the inspectors, one, so Gaurav is hero of my story, and so Gaurav once know, so Gaurav is the inspector, and he one fine day he came to know that the smuggling is going on in his village. So he appointed, he he with his friend, means the colleague, had gone to the coastline because the chance of smuggling from the sea route or the river route is very high. So the coming to the measures taken by the Gaurav was mending the colleagues who were on the coastal lines, so that the transmission of drugs couldn't be there. And second was the so the insertion of the machine which can detect the drugs. And third was mending several department and write the letter to the department so that drugs
Next.
couldn't be inherited.
In the picture shown, I perceive 3 characters, all male, in the age group of 25, 26, and 35, and all positive. Action of my story is organizing funds for fisherman's boat. So Madhu and Saurav are resident of Patna, Bihar, and they saw each morning they go for a visit. Each morning they go for a walk near the Ganga river, and they finds that Hori, who is a fisherman, each day he is collecting fishes in the river. But one day he finds out that fisherman has lost his boat. So Hori and Saurav and Madhu organizes a crowdfunding for the money for the boat, and they collect the money and gave it to the Hori, and Hori was happy. Thank you.
So good evening, gentlemen. In the picture, I perceive 3 characters, all are male, age is 21 to 40 years old, and mood is positive. Action of my story is helping the boatman. So my story goes like this: Rahul, who is a newly appointed environmental impact assessment officer in a small village named Rampur. On one day of routine visit, he decided to go to the bank of the river to assess the development which is funded by the government. On that point of time, he met a boatman and he asked about the development. When he asked about the development, that he also came to know that there are the industry which has been established in the nearby area has started releasing lot of pollutants in the river, due to which the fishes and the ecology of the river is disturbed, and plus
Next.
the tourists are all. Thank you.
Gentlemen, as I perceive from the picture, there are total 3 characters. Age group is for 25 to 31 years old. All are male and all are in a positive mood. The action of my story is going to CD4 company's interview. Ram, 25 years old, has just completed in degree of computer science. He lived in a very small village, so he decided to give interview in the city. He and his friends started preparing together, and they also gave mock interview to each other. Now, on the day of the interview, they have to cross the river. So they asked boatmen and convinced them to cross the river. After crossing the river, they took the auto and reached the center on time. Both gave their best and got selected in a company. After that, they called their parents, and they all were very happy. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the given picture, I can perceive 3 male characters, all in a positive mood, age group of 25 to 50. So the action of my story is completing the project. As and Aman were final year postgraduate students who were given a project to study the indigenous ways of the Todas communities living in the Nilgiris. So while making their trip towards the Nilgiris, they encountered a river. While figuring out how to cross the river, they came across a boatman. So they negotiated with the boatman, and the boatman took them across the river. So finally, they reached the place of Todas. They learned their indigenous ways, and they also completed their project successfully. Thank you.
Good evening, friends. I perceive three characters. Two are Ramesh and his friend, who is of 16 to 18 years of age. All are in positive mode. And boatman, who is of 40 years age. Meanwhile, Ramesh and his friend was going to school, and he found that the bridge has been broken because of the river which is overflowing. Kosi River, which is overflowing. Because of the river, almost every now and then there are problems in the villages. They have seen many problems. Ramesh, who took a help from a boatman, he was very much happy that he could help the students to go for a school, because a school is a very important thing. Then they wrote a letter to DM about the problems, but all was in vain. After that, the peon of the DM office said him that if you want to change something, be at the top of the level, become a DM. He did a hard work. After his graduation, he became a DM and he changed the situation of the village. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive three number of characters. All of them are males in the positive mood, age about 25 to 35. Action of my story is Expedition Beneath Sea. Rajendra was an archaeologist from Archaeological Survey of India. He gave assignment to get data from the ancient Dwarka Nagari, which was down into the sea. So he went to the Bed Dwarka with his friend, and he hired one of both with using the modern technology and the sonar. He get observe some of the structure beneath the sea. He dive into the sea with scuba diving kit and collected the data of the stone. And with the using of carbon dating, he get the idea of the stone is timing of the stone is same as the timing of the Dwarka Nagari. So thank you.
Good evening, friends. From the picture shown, I perceived three male characters. All are in positive mood. The age group between 25 to 40 years old. The action of my story crossing the river. Ramesh, his brother Suresh, who studied in the city, one day came back from the city to village. One day they decided to go to their neighbors whose house was situated the another side of the river. So they were going to the ghats, and then they saw the one boatman. So they asked about could he cross them to the river? Then the boatman said that yes, sure. The fare was 100 rupees for one candidate, and then they go on the boat, and in the middle the younger brother wanted to know about the boatman business, how many he could get for a one day. From this conversation, after some time they get another side of the river, and they thank the boatman, and they get reached the neighbor's house. Thanks.
Gentlemen, from the picture, I have perceived three number of characters. All are in positive mood. Pranav and his younger brother goes for an exam during the monsoon season, where where they had to cross the river. During the monsoon, there is an overflow of the river. Understanding the situation and listening to the boatman that it is hard to cross the river, so they had to go to the another village and go to the 30 kilometer extra to go to the exam center. Addressing this issue, they write letter to the DM, where they address the situation, where they address the problems faced by them, and also the benefits of making a bridge there to boost the economy of village. Soon the letter written to the DM gets passed, and they sanction the construction of the bridge. In future, it also helps in the economic development of the village also. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. From the picture shown, I perceive three characters. All are male, all are in the positive mode, and all are in the age group of 25 to 32. The action of my story is finding a boat ferry. Ram is a young tourist guide. One morning, he saw a foreign tourist struggling to find a boat ferry. He find him negotiating with many of the boatmen, but he was not able to come to conclusion. So he thought that he should approach the tourist, so that no negative impact of India should be created in his mind. So Ram did approach the tourist and helped him and ensured that he would able to get the best expedition on his tour. So Ram called upon a boatman who was known to him and tried to settle the situation and the prize money. The foreign tourists praised Ram, and Ram ensured that the tourists should get the best experience in India. Thank you.
Arun, you are not audible.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, now we can.
From the given picture, I have pursued 3 characters, all are male in the positive mood. The age group between 25 to 40. Action of my story is taking a survey and sorting out the village's problem. Akash was 25 years old, was an MSW student in Central University. His professor assigned an assignment in the class that taking a survey of the nearby village and sorting out the problem. Akash and his friend planned to go a village, and while they are entering to the village, they are facing there is no proper facility, road facility there. So they requested a boatman to cross the river. The boatman helped them to cross the river, and they started taking the survey. They came to know there is no proper drainage facilities there. Because of it, the peoples are facing so many illness, and the children are getting sick. And they came to know there is no primary health center there. And they published the news in the news, and the government officials started helping to the villages after the news was published in the newspaper. With the help of the Akash and his university, the villages got benefit, and the villagers appreciated Akash and the university because of their help. Thank you. So, gentlemen, as you have seen, there are many characters.
Three characters, 25 to 26 years of age, another is 30 to 25 years of age.
I think we have 3 number of characters.
Most of us has made the story related to the villages only. So let's make a story related to village, how to uplift the villages. Like someone talked about the bridges, someone talked about becoming DM, and
someone talked about the taking survey
during the problems of the villages.
Yeah, so they are taking the survey.
It is evident that in that village, that road connectivity is not made visible, so that
they are taking the survey.
River by the industry. We can also add is the the law of bridges. Third, we can add in
gentlemen, my opinion is that we should make a story related to the village upliftment. What are the issues that we can incorporate? You can all add actions into that. Like first,
since the gentlemen are in a formal dress,
we can definitely say that they are discussing with the
let's consider them as a reporter.
the two persons were looking like officials. They look like reporter they were looking like officials or from the government itself.
Yeah, they can also be considered.
We can go with their
We are not discussing
even students can also look like gentlemen.
And in this situation,
exactly.
They are trying to cross the bridge.
I'm not agreeing here. If you say that they are going for the interview, then we are saying that the village is quite unprogressive for a 21st century like India.
The point.
We can have issues like village upliftment. How can the officials
There will be no problem. They are seeking help from the board. After crossing the village, they are taking survey with the village people.
So let me divide the group into two. Rohit, Maran, Fidel, Bodit, Arun are in group 1. And next up are in group 2. Group 1, please start your discussion.
Sorry,
Durai,
sir.
As we have seen, there
I
are
was
things
not
like
able
they
to
consider
listen
them as a
properly.
college.
They are officers from the archaeological survey of India, and they are finding some of the materials beneath the sea level or the riverbed level. They are for the survey of some of the lost and
So as we all have
Rohit.
perceived that as we all have perceived that two of them were in the uniform. So either they
Yes.
belonged to the particular organization which they went for
Yes,
the survey,
we
or
consider.
they were inspecting
Rohit, we
something.
can add.
And
Rohit, we
No,
can add.
Yes, gentlemen, we consider them as they are from the
Towards the
archaeological
development
survey
of
of
their
India.
village.
So let's consider them as a
And
public
they
resource.
finding some of the evidence about
something like us.
some
So
drawn
they can also
materials or
be
drawn
interview
village in
candidates,
the riverbed area or the
But
ocean.
interview
So
candidate, we
we'll
can't make
assume.
actions, right? Duraimaran,
so
we can't
the
make
third
proper
person,
actions and social
That's okay. We can
cause.
still make a chance. We will assume that there was a breach already present there. So due to some rain that was happening a few days before the bridge was broken, so they need
Yeah.
to get to the interview center. So they asked the
Yeah.
boatman for going to the interview. So
so,
you can
so
take an
adding
action like that.
Duremaran, so adding
And
Duremaran, if it was a condition of the flood or something, it could be a motorboat or something.
Stop it. Now group 2. Associate in group 2. Associate in group 2. Okay, group 2, please start your discussion from the people.
Sorry, sir, you were not audible.
Group 2, start your discussion.
So
Yeah,
gentlemen,
so
as
as
we
the
can
first
clearly
group
see
has
from the
discussed,
picture, there are three
let's
tractors and one is a boatman. So as majority of us saying that they are doing survey, as we can clearly see from the uniform of the two boys, they are looking like the official. So we can make story around that they are serving the village.
yes.
After serving the
Like even
village
the Arun
partner, they
mentioned
come to
that
the boatsman
we
and
can also
ask him
consider them as
about
an organized
the
people
fishing.
from
The fish, what type of fish
We can
that
just
they fish.
now we can just add the actions. What are the actions that officials did to uplift the villages? Like, for example, one we're talking
Yes,
about
Deepak.
bridges, because bridges is the very important for the connectivity of from village to the city.
it also helps in the
Second,
economy of the village and the connectivity to the other
second, we
villages
can also include like
Also, I want
fishermen's
to add one
trade
more
union
point in the
kind of
Deepak part
were
that
established
they
so that
discuss with the
fishermen has their livelihood there. Okay, so
Ah,
2 points
maybe
are
there
here.
is the fishermen also
What are
Yes,
the other
Deepak,
points that
wanted
we
I
can
about
also
include
the
in
want to
this?
add
problems faced by the
one
villagers
more
also,
point here
like
that they
going to the
also
school and
discuss
taking the
the what
20
type of
kilometers
water.
extra during
Is
the
it polluted
rainy
water?
seasons
And they
also.
also make a report of it
So
also. If it is
So
polluted,
we
they
can
will
say that
send
we can say that
The industry established in the nearby
sewage
region has
treatment
impacted
plant. Are
the
you talking?
discuss
I'm
water
not
what
body
type
talking
of
of
about
the
fishes
sewage
that they have in
river.
the river.
treatment plant in the
What type of
river.
fishes they have in the river and what type of livelihood that most of the villages are dependent.
Okay, gentlemen, I will give you last 30 seconds to discuss about yourself and to let me know if you do. Go for it.
Okay, then.
So, gentlemen,
Gentlemen,
we
we
have
can
already
clearly see
discussed
that
that we are
Gentlemen,
making
Let's
a
consider
story
the
related to the
survey
upliftment of the
survey
villages,
including
with
like
the various
survey and uplifting the
locality
villages.
around the
So
villages.
what
We
is the
decided
problem
to
like
be added
Building of the
proper
bridges
one
and the
we
there is
can
no public
make the
health
model
survey has
village
been
look like.
conducted
well
by our
existed in
block
the
development
village.
officer.
So if
Addition
it
of
is
the
so,
We
like
bridges,
can
do a
include
If they
that
take a
treatment
survey,
plant.
they have to
awareness of the
publish the
villages
news, and the
of
news
the
was
villages
published
where
in
the
the newspaper.
ensure
So
the
after
proper
that,
of the water
there
tanks
is a
start taking
development of
actions
the water
to
Concluded that there were
many
three
requirements of the
there
village.
is a
the way
water getting a
this treatment plant can also
so
be
they are
given.
writing
Gentlemen,
it
We
to the
agree on the
DM or
story of
also.
surveying.
Now
Some
let's
also.
just
the
combine
waste,
all the
industrial
now
waste treatment
just
plant can also be added.
combine all the things together.
And third is the
Okay, now tell me who's your group leader.
Gentlemen, if you all agree, I would like to be the group leader.
All agree with Deepak?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Anyone who's not agree with Deepak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deepak, go for it.
So, sir, in the picture shown to us, we all perceived that there were three characters in the age group of 25 to 35 and mood positive. So, the action of the story is upliftment of the villages and including making the villages a model village. So, Mohan, Sohan are the resident of that village, who are also the officials of government in the village panchayat. And so they took a survey of what the problems are in the villages, and they decided that the village has has not had the proper connectivity to the city. So they decided to make bridges. They also decided to make the sewage treatment plant, so that there is no waste dumping into the river. And also they decided to make other things that can include the connectivity from village to the city. Thank you.
You all agree with the story? Anyone is not agree with the story? It's a group story and individual story.
It's a group story. Sir.
It's a group one.
Group
Are you
story.
sure, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody have any doubt?
Sir, unable to hear you.
Now I'm audible? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Whatever saying that,
Yes, sir.
I think you have some problem with other making a mic or something. That's why you're not able to hear me. Okay. Yeah, whatever saying that you guys were very confident. Okay. The speed was really good. You can see today's session. Duration, confidence, everyone, even we cast it very well today. We need to just finish the story in less time itself. Okay, even Rohit was really good.